Hey guys, it's your ever-level Freezy Gamer here, and today we're back with Monster Levels. I know it's been a while since I got it done, but I'm getting it done today for you guys. And yeah, so we're just gonna jump right into it. And okay, so where we last left off, we left with Bravery, 63. I bit my tongue. 60 out of 100. Honesty, 75 out of 100. Kindness, 100 out of 100. Ferocity, 9 out of 100, and Cleverness, 45 out of 100. So let's go politic with monsters, explore the Whale Mist. Let's go. Let's see. What's this one? You sit with Nash and Gobclothes on a tattered red blanket, eating cookies and talking about artifacts. What are artifacts? Artifacts are human-made objects. Many monsters collect them. All garbage cans in Omen are collected from one human's bus stop. Some artifacts are interesting, some can be dangerous. Okay. Continue with discussion. Gobclothes sighs. I really like artifacts. I want a nice big collection, but it seems like I can never find any good ones. You and Nash exchange glances. Nash runs a claw along the handlebars of her little scooter. You both know some good spots, but the good spots keep Mom, you can help her in other ways. I'll tell her about the good spots. You open your mouth and gasp and Nash kicks you hard. Why? That'll be less stuff for us. I don't care if you have less stuff, but if I do, you're in big trouble. She pokes you with her claws and makes a point. Tell her anyway. Gonna be honest, you bitch. I don't care if you're gonna hurt me. Gobclothes clicks her pincers happily as she does a little dance of thanks. She scuttles off into the woods to check out the places you described. Makes good on her promise of big trouble in the form of a thorough drubbing. You crawl back to your home, exhausted and bleeding. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean for that. So, let's go. Snake. The snake moon is rising in the sky, and it's time to gather snakes for the ritual. Snake moon? Sometimes the full moon has shadows on it, and it's got to mean something. Monsters celebrate these shadows with snake soup. Other monsters will bring plenty of snake home and let them do all the work. Set out to gather snakes. You wander the fields near the Whale Mist. It's easy to catch snakes, but every time you reach for another one, some of them squirm out of your grasp. Most of the snakes are getting away. Not anymore. They're not killed snakes to catch them. I'm gonna keep catching them alive. Wow, you gain 5 respect for that. Everyone claps when you arrive with 3 living snakes hanging from you by your fangs. The venom hardly stings at all. The snakes are added to the cauldron along with a mass of other snakes. Some writhen, some another lying still. Join the circle as the ritual begins. That was cool. I didn't know I can that. 13 Ds left, shit. Let's go. Arguments. It's a screaming long It's the screaming long sing-along. Everyone's screaming. Loudest monster wins. Scream, sing, screaming. You're totally going to break some windows in here, but why are all these monsterlings here? Your singing has been known to hurt their little ears. Sing quietly, using mostly stomach noises. Belted out, you gotta win. Sing quietly, using mostly stomach noises. Oh, that gave me more respect. You're hungry and brave and hungry. You sing this truth so that, well, all the monsters are moved to tears. You don't win any prize, but none of the monsterlings hurt you. Huzzah! Mind you, it'd take more than that to actually damage even a monsterling. Okay, so honesty and kindness are both 100. So I need to work on bravery, cleverness, and ferocity. This one. You show your newest collection of human artifacts to your neighbors. They seem suitably oppressed and listen in. Say more. The truth is you found them in the woods, but everyone seems so interested it would be a shame to let them down. Monsters do love a story, so you could stretch the truth. I'm gonna tell him straight truth, I'm not gonna lie. By the time you're halfway done with the tale, Peace will walk back from Omen with the artifact's camera, he gets to sleep, and everyone else has gone home. At least you were true to yourself. I'm not gonna lie to them. That was an honesty one, but let's see. A small pack of elder monsters are huddled against the edge of Omen, watching the woods, discussing something in hushed tones. Elder Hammeregg is saying this could simply be a rumor. We don't know they're out there for sure. Ask what's going on. Some of the younger monsters have seen other than whale-wisps. Monsters from no town we know of, thin and cold, without food or shelter. Offer to host any. The elders, are impressed by Anya's offer. They look at each other, then shift their conversation in the same direction. If the strange monsters come into Omen now, they won't be met with violence. That's good. I think they're talking about the humans, by the way. Because I know in this game you can meet humans and interact with them. Sorry. Kind of just woke up an hour ago. This one seems like a brave one. All the woman is a buzz. Elders glare angrily at everyone, then look back at the broken sign at the town gate. You look down at a little piece of the sign you're holding and blush. Coming back from the hunt, you were so full of high spirits, and you jumped up, slapped the sign. You just slapped a little too hard with your clothes. Okay. Yes. Well, she spots the bit of sign you're holding. Hey, don't tell anyone you broke it. It'll get fixed. This will all blow over. It's just an ill wind, and it blows nobody any good. Bygones will be bygones. Is often accused of thinking she knows everything. This includes human cliches, all of them. But she says, I can take care of this. Look, I took a bit of the sign too. I can slip some into Virak's hair when he isn't looking. Nobody ever believes him since he's always lying and stealing things. No, I'm gonna come out clean and tell the truth. All I got is Scowl. It's mine as one respect. I can live with that. Scowls at you. They take turns chewing you out. Which monster is more literal expression than you might expect? Ray and bloody, you creep back to your hovel to heal. You take solace in the fact that your honor is intact. You messed up, but you told the truth, and everyone will remember that. So I would think respect goes up for that, but it's whatever. Food! Got up close and you were arguing about what to have for lunch. You got to pick last time. Suddenly your favorite food flies down from the sky and perches within arm's reach. The magpie chirps. Have either of you seen a cornfield around here? Your stomach growls. It's tough, but help the bird. Scream and flee. Why was that bird talking? Though through gritted teeth and sheen of sweat, you coolly tell the bird where to find a human cornfield after it flies off. Goblins ask, why did you do that? No one should help anyone who asks. That one should help anyone who asks, so the favor might be passed along. She nods at you. Sage thought, someday I might need help and that magpie could give it, but we still need to get a real meal. Oh, that was nice. That kind of respect again. This one seems a little conniving. Good to see you flapping her winglets and clenching her claws. Mupsy Moral is looking for me. I overslept. I missed hare hunt. What's so bad about that? Okay. But she suddenly leaps to the top of the garbage can, spreads her wings, and glides away. Weird. Just as Mupsy Moral rolls around into Portent's pen and pad grabs in her thin clothes. Do you see Bliss should come through here? I want to make sure everyone knows the truth. I don't know. Kind of torn. This seems like it'll be mean. Claim ignorance. Honestly, -1. It looks like it took everything away. Okay, yeah, I see. I have 2 more in here. Let's go. Glaucus shows off a human doll she found in the last hunt. A crowd of elders and monsters gather around you, chatting excitedly. She asks if you think it might be good to show the doll to some of the monsters. Let them see a human-shaped thing without actually seeing a real human. You know? Educational. Absolutely, because they should know what a human looks like so they don't freeze the first time they see a real one. Glaucus can see that you're bringing some science here. She hangs on your words, as does the rest of the world. Cleverness! We want the younger ones to avoid humans, but not to be frightened. They, so frightened they do anything foolish. Glaucus says, "You're wiser than me." The rest of the monsters nod half-heartedly, but you can tell they appreciate your insight. So cleverness went up. That's a good thing. You find blots hidden a dented alarm clock. Why have the bells that don't ring? Is it some kind of riddle? Before he can answer, he throws the clock over his shoulder and glowers at you. Try to fix it. You pick up the clock and examine with care. It's so complicated, more complicated than anything a monster has ever made, and that includes munchlings. Wheels and cogs and gears and levers and slides and all kinds of things. This is too hard. Just take it and stick it in your hovel. Keep poking at it. Even though it's so complicated that you might get your clothes out caught inside it, or get a spring or two in the eye, you accidentally hurt blots, or blots on purpose. Go for it. You turn the key around, it makes a clicking sound, and the bells go ding. Not bad, it's getting harder to turn though. Stop while you're ahead. Yes! The clock ticks and talks and ticks, and you're pretty sure it's actually keeping time. If only you knew what little arms and hands meant. Well, in any case, Blots goes around showing everyone how you fixed the artifact. That's the end of that. See, okay. I need to get honesty back up. Excuse me. So unprofessional. You stalk the forest hunting an elusive swift elk. Suddenly emerges from the underbrush, lowering its antlers and pawing at the ground. It's going to charge. Perfect, tear it apart. Bravery, woohoo! The elk charges and you duck under it, slashing a hole in its chest, but instead of a heart, you find nothing. The elk turns, catches you with its antlers, and flings you into a tree. What the? The elk bounds away, it's unkillable. Keep chasing the elk until it pauses to drink from the street, and then you spring at it without fear and tear limb from limb, head from body, antler from skull. Whoa. Its piece is still twitching as you devour them. You are filled with strange heat, but it soon fades. Other monsters comment on the new swagger in your step as you return to Omen. Damn. That was intense. I'm gonna do 2 more. Actually, I can finish the day, probably. This is the fight. Well, chickens are back in season, and as delicious as they are mean. Okay. I was like, what? They're loose within the whale mist, and monsters are all hunting them down. Puff chickens? Lame, forget about it. Find some eggs and just eat those. Get out there and hunt those wild chickens. Deep in the woods, you're looking for chicken scratch, when you literally stumble over a hen guarding a cluster of chicks. The hen clucks and claws at you. She's the alpha hen, leader of the protector of the flock. She has one eye and a host a terrible sore. Deep in the woods, you're looking. Okay, I'm gonna fight the hen. Be brave. That's for us. Though the clucking makes your blood turn cold, you seize the great hen and fight until you're both a mess of feathers and blood. But victory is savory. So we got that done. Woohoo! Yasha cheers so hard that 2 chickens she hasn't killed yet escape her grasp. Sweet. Let's go with the third-eyed goat. A squirrel hops into a pool of sunlight, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, ready to bury nuts and make something of itself. You drop on it from a branch, grab it, and twist its head off. A young wolf suddenly leaps in front of you, snaps the squirrel out of your claws, and runs off laughing and barking. Wolves can bark now, not only dogs turning tables on the wolf. A second squirrel creeps up and pokes its discorporated head of the first one. You grab the new squirrel and chew on a little thing. Lure the wolf closer, tiberness and respect. You dangle the squirrel over your maw, waiting for the wolf. The wolf tries to steal it. As planned. You slash her with your claws, and she flees. Having learned not to mess with you again. Good. Is an itch. What's my bravery at? 81. Honesty is... Whoa. Honesty is 100 out of 100. Sweet. Kindness, 100 out of 100. Ferocity, 27 out of 100. 90 out of 100, so everything's almost full. We have 2 days left. We can do this. Pause. The spine doctor has asked you to catch a special fox. It lives, she says, and it coughs. I need it quickly, if at all. Why does she need it? The spine doctor swats you with the prickly arm. There's no time for questions. Get the fox or don't. After it. You go forth into the forest, trailing the fox. As you get closer, you catch a glimpse of its ragged ears between 2 trees. The fox is limping slowly. Get closer. As you draw near, you smell something sickly sweet. The fox slumps and vomits green matter onto the forest floor. Your claws tremble with the thought of touching it. Go back to the spine doctor and ask if it's safe. Pursue the fox and chase the fox, but stop to wash your hands frequently. You don't want to get sick. I'm gonna pursue it. Fox sickness can't harm a monster. Good. The fox tries to scare you off at last moment by throwing up again, but you catch it in your claws. Return to Omen and present the plague fox to the spine doctor. Accepts the fox with delight. She nods, several patients waiting to see her. You see, friends, this one shows promise. Spine doctor squeezes the fox, forcing it to throw up into a row of rat cages. Says, now I can use the rats to make medicine so we can cure animals we care about. Aw. We have one more. Let's go with the snake. No, let's go with this one. You and Nashers encounter the proud bear. This is an honor and a problem. The proud bear has killed monsters, something rare in Animal Kingdom. He stares at you. Plan of attack, not accordingly, and leave, flee, consider the bear. The bear is so potent that it deserves capital letters when being referred to. He shines from within, radiating a light of invisible to the eye, but plain to the heart. Now why isn't bear over here? It encapsulates. Sorry. You and Ash okay. The bear doesn't move. You go back the way you came. Can we do it? No. You're going on, my friend. Your body is very soft, and you drip slime everywhere. You go. It's getting hard to leave your hovel. Oh no. Doctor tells you that your time is almost up. You'll soon reach the end of adulthood, and you will either ascend to elder status or dissolve into slime. Ooh. Their bodies melt in the swollen vat, where their memories will nourish the minds of the new generations of mortals. That's why to ascend. Those who manage to ascend to become elders live and steer the fate of monster kind. Spine Doctor says there is a treatment that might prevent your dissolution. That says the treatment involves an extract taken from the tentacle ferns that grow in the whale nest. We went to the whale mist in search of a tentacle fern. They're common in these woods. Okay, I get why I lost bravery. Because I'm going this way. You wade through a thicket of sticky green quails, letting them brush against your hide until one latches firmly in place. And that means it's ripe. You snip the fern with your claws. It's a little monstering, trying not to be noticed. Ignore the monstering, move along. Oh, there she could should be in the Brood Cave. The little monsterling asks, "Why are you dripping so much slime?" You look behind and see a trail of groupie. Explain about the discussion. The monster seems terrified at the thought of dissolving. She says, "It's not fair. Animals live much longer than we do, and humans longer still. Natural for monsters and nothing to fear." You remind her that this is always the cycle of life, and that is the way it's always been. We carry in us the remnants of thousands of monsters who came and went before us. You point back to the omen and everyone. If the monster respect you enough, you can live on as an elder and share the wisdom directly and help care for the monsters. He says, "I'd like to do that. What are you gonna do?" You explain that you have a few more things to do, but then you're going back to the spawn event, she nods, sadly, and leaves you to your task. So you might go home without it. Doctor smiles as you turn to leave, so you've accepted your fate. That's for the best. Nod to the doctor and go. A group of villagers waiting at the door at your hovel. They've seen your drippings. They know it's time for you to dissolve or ascend. Go with them to dissolve or become an elder. A woman surround you at the spawn event. They built a fire beneath a small cauldron. Your body is squishy and damp. Examine the cauldron. Be tested. Try to ascend it. Elder test. I'm gonna examine the cauldron, because, you know, the rusty iron cauldron smells like electrical fluid and herbs from the wilderness. It's empty now, but soon it will hold blood and slime from many monsters. Be tested. Try to ascend to elder status. A masked elder comes forward and she says, "It's time to decide." All the elders growl and snarl. The masked elder clothes herself. 3 drops of liquid splatter against the hot bottom of the empty cauldron. Thick vapor rises into the air. Is that blood or slime? You can't be sure. It depends on how much she respects you. The masked elder asks, "Who has already decided the fate of this monster?" The others approach the cauldron and add fluid to the collection. The fluid begins to bubble. The masked elder has placed 5 flat stones on the ground before you. She says, "Choose one. Chance will guide your fate." Look at the stones. Each stone is stained with old blood and polished by the touch of any paw. You can't tell the stone from the others. As you reach for a stone, someone shrieks in the distance. All eyes turn in that direction. You realize you can peek under the stones if you're quick. Resist the temptation. You wait a moment, and the shrieking dies away. All the elders turn back to watch you. Choose the next stone. The other side of the stone is etched with a crude glyph. It shows a monster holding a claw up, speaking intently, and the masked elder says, "Honesty. But you have just passed that test." The other side of the stone, etched with a circle glyph, it shows a monster frowning in concentration. The masked elder says, "We will test your cleverness." My cleverness isn't that well. The masked elder emits a series of musical whistles and clicks, then performs a complex dance. You've never seen these steps before. She says, "Now you do it." I'm gonna copy every move. Yeah, you're a dancing fiend. Polite applause washes across the crowd. You knew you could do it. Sweet! My cleverness isn't that high, so I was kind of afraid. Several howled their approval and stepped forward, adding more fluids to the iron cauldron. You hold the cauldron, which contains pretentious infusion. It's heavy. Look in the cauldron. Let's see. It's quite full, and there's far more blood in there than slime. Drink the pretentious infusion. If there's enough blood in it, you'll ascend. You drink the bubbling concoction, then belch, and hell, your body solidifies almost instantly. You are an elder now. Sweet! Oh wow, my cleverness was actually 93%. I didn't know that. Okay, so I got that 1% respect back, so I'm still on that course. As for everything else, it's progressing along nicely. Only thing that's not high is ferocity. You are now an elder. You are welcome in Zanak, or Nak, the oldest of monster towns. In this stage of life, if you play your cards right, you'll be able to affect both the way monsters view humans and vice versa. Use your powers of persuasion wisely. Okay, so just a slight overview before we go and end this episode. This is how well monsters think of humans. When the inevitable conflict comes, this will dictate how monsters act. What do we think of humans? The current score is 20 out of 100 monsters dislike and fear humans, but you can change this. And then vice versa. This is how well humans think of monsters. When inevitable conflicts happen, this will dictate how humans act. The current score is 20 out of 100. Humans dislike and fear monsters, but you can change this. But that's it for this episode, guys. I hope you guys like this. I love this game. I honestly do. I'm sorry I haven't been able to do it lately. I really haven't been recording too much. I've been doing more actual work lately than anything. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. And this is your ever-loved Freezy Gamer, signing out. Later, guys.